This YouTube SEO tutorial for beginners, actually even for veterans, is all about how to get your videos discovered in YouTube search and in YouTube suggested videos. So if you make one video that appears on the first page of YouTube or it appears in the suggested videos on the right side of the watch page consistently, then you do the work once and you benefit from getting new views and subscribers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, month after month, year after year. So that's a really beautiful thing, and that's what distinguishes the YouTube platform from the other social media platforms, because it is a search engine that people find answers to their particular questions. So we're going to dive in today on some of the secret SEO tips that I want to share with you. Probably quite a few of them you heard before, but based upon my experience, I've got a few juicy tips to share with you, and you may also have some tips yourself that will help others to grow the channel fast. But first I want to ask you a question. So I'm going to put this on the screen. We're talking about secret SEO tips. And the question is, what part of YouTube SEO do you spend the most time on? So I know that most of my time, usually I spend on keyword research, but maybe your time is spent mostly on other things. But let me know what you spend the most time on when it comes to SEO. So the question is, what is YouTube SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization, but for YouTube SEO, it's a series of actionable steps that you take to optimize your YouTube videos and channel to rank higher in the search engines like Google search, because YouTube's owned by Google, YouTube search, and also get your videos recommended by YouTube in suggested videos. And the suggested videos are the ones that appear on the right side of the watch page and also under the videos on the YouTube app. So the beautiful thing about knowing about YouTube SEO is once you've figured out, what metrics you need to focus on, what things you need to focus on, you can, build a channel that generates traffic, leads, and sales. So but the beautiful thing is, once you do that work, then down the road, you can work on a video today, and you might even get depressed because it doesn't get many views and subscribers. But I can tell you from experience that even months, days, or even years down the road, that video could actually take off and be a huge traffic generator for your channel. So therefore, it takes a lot of patience. Let's look at some of these YouTube's goals. So the three main goals that I identified is, one, you want to help viewers find the videos they want to watch. So how is it possible to do that? How can you put your videos before your target audience? So we're going to dive into that. Secondly, keep viewers watching as long as possible. You don't want them to just watch one video. You want to get them to watch 2, 3, 4, 5, as many videos as possible from your channel. And then thirdly, you want to keep viewers coming back to your channel as often as possible, because they love your content, they become your fans, they might even become your super fans, and because they're hungry to receive your content. So those are actually the three main goals because YouTube follows the audience. So if you can satisfy your audience, then it's easier to make videos that will gain traction. So let's look at each of these in more detail. We're going to go to this number one, help viewers find your videos. And here's some points that I made. You want to choose the right topics. So if your channel's all about how to bake a pie, then people want to know, how to bake a pie. They don't want to know how to train a puppy or something like that. They're focus on that niche, how to bake a pie. And so you don't want to deviate too much from there, but you want to create a wide range of possible topics. So, and then you can kind of like throwing mud at the wall a little bit, but there's topics within topics that people are going to love. So you're going to choose kind of a strong niche, and then you're going to choose the topics and the subtopics that your audience will love. And how do you do that? You do that through researching the right keywords. And when it comes to researching the right keywords, you want to find the keywords that have a high search volume and low competition. Because if you're going to go for the high competition, you might spend hours optimizing your videos to get into search or get into suggested, and you waste all that time because it doesn't appear in YouTube search, it doesn't appear in suggested, and so you only get a few subscribers, a few views, or 0 views, 0 subscribers, and you're going to lose motivation. You're going to lose your ability to want to keep going. And so focus on the keywords that are not so competitive but still have a good search volume. So I generally go for a search volume that's around 1,000 searches per month. And I'll show you some of the tools that I use later. But even if you get 300 or 400 searches per month and nobody's targeted that particular keyword phrase, then that's worth going for. And you also want to, along with that, once you've chosen all those keyword phrases and you start building your videos, you want to use compelling titles. So when it comes to titles, you want to put that main keyword phrase at the beginning of your title, and then something compelling for your viewers to make them want to click on your thumbnail, click on your video, and watch it. So if you come up with a good title, then and a great topic and a great thumbnail, then people are more inclined to watch your videos. So that's why you want to also design eye-catching thumbnails. So you don't want to create misleading titles or misleading thumbnails or ones that go against YouTube's community guidelines, but choose a title that fits with the topic. And then with the thumbnail, you want to have eye-catching bold text or no text, but something in the message of the thumbnail that makes people want to click on it. So I've been doing thumbnails for a number of years now, and it constantly changes, but I think what I found mostly is you don't want to repeat the title in the thumbnail, but try to create a message or create a graphic in your thumbnail that makes it curious for people want to click. So you could ask a question. Do you want to bake a cake or something like that, or something that doesn't repeat itself in the title but makes people curious. They want to explore further. So therefore it's and then using bold colors, using contrasting colors, If you're talking head video, then put your face, put your face in the thumbnail. If you got a logo, you might put it in the bottom right-hand corner. Just make sure that you don't cover the bottom right-hand corner, because that's where the timestamp is for YouTube videos. So I don't want to cover that. And then the first 3 lines, your description should include your main keyword phrase. And if you want to steer people to a new video or a similar video, then you can put that in the first 3 lines as well, because that's what shows up as people are watching the video. And in the rest of your description, you can put your social media sites, other playlists, other videos, etc., or even products in there. But in your description, you want to put that main keyword phrase in there. And then when it comes to your tags, you're going to put your main keyword phrase as your first tag, and then related keyword phrases go in the other tags. So they should all be relevant to the content of the video. So the whole idea is that from your title to your thumbnail to your description, all those things should be kind of like steering the person, or keeping the person focused and keeping YouTube focused to that, to make them want to find your video and click on your video, watch your video. And then you also want to create playlists, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But the idea of playlists is that you want to get people to watch the other videos in your playlist, and that helps you with suggested videos. And then also transcribe your video content, which we'll talk about later, because people that have hard of hearing, have the sound turned off, they can't understand your accent, they can't understand what you're trying to say because you're speaking too fast or too slow or not enough or whatever. Then they can read the captions under your video. And if you translate your video into another language, say majority of your audience speaks English, but the second most popular language is French, then you translate into French, and so you can reach people that only speak French, and therefore you can also get more traffic. And then along with that, you're going to promote your video on social media sites and your website, etc. So those are some of the things you can do to help viewers find your videos. So it all starts off with the keyword research. So finding the videos that you can, people are searching, finding the solutions. People are typing those words into the search engines to find solutions to their problems. You offer the solution, you entertain them, you provide the content that they love to watch. Here are some of the YouTube SEO tools that I use for keyword research. Keywords Everywhere, it used to be a free tool, but it's also, I think it's like $10 per month. But as soon as you do a search in the YouTube YouTube search bar, like here I've got best SEO tools, then it'll give you the search volume, like 5,400 searches per month. So that's a really good keyword phrase. Cost per click is $6.97. So that means you could get pretty good cost per 1,000 impressions from YouTube ads displayed on that video. And then if we go to TubeBuddy, we dig down further. But here in this Keywords Everywhere slide, you can see I've got best SEO tools, and I'll give you other suggestions, and also give the search volume. Like here I've got 140 searches per month, $2.72 for best paid SEO tools, and so on. So it gives you all these suggestions and the search volume. And then I'll dig deeper by going into TubeBuddy. That it's a keyword Chrome extension. And I don't know if you can read this in front of your computer, but I've got best YouTube SEO tools. We're using the Keyword Explorer tool, and it says it's poor. So poor means there's too much competition. It's a high competition. That means on this in this graphic, I'm competing with 1.10 million other videos in the search results. So that's why you get a keyword score that's very poor. Then over on the right, I've taken the suggestions that TubeBuddy has given me, and I've got best SEO tools for your YouTube channel. So I've just taken that root keyword phrase and made it longer, called a long tail keyword, so it has less competition. So instead of a million videos that I'm competing with, I'm now only competing with 335,000 videos in the search results. So I've still got my keyword phrase in there, which gets over 5,000 searches per month. And then I'm only competing with 335,000 videos in the search results. It's low, good search volume with the root keyword phrase, low competition with the long tail keyword phrase, so I can rank for that. Then as I rank for more of those long tail keyword phrases, I can start ranking for more competitive keyword phrases as my channel develops more authority. So that's why over on the right here, TubeBuddy immediately gives me a keyword score that is very good. So that means go for that keyword phrase. And then further research would be that you check out your competition, see if other people have that keyword phrase in the titles, how's your competition, are they getting a lot of views, is there a lot of views for that particular topic? And so the beauty of TubeBuddy is that it saves you a ton of time. It quickly allows you to find a great keyword phrase to go after. So if you haven't got TubeBuddy, I highly recommend upgrading to the paid version, because the free version just gives you a limited number of searches, but the paid version, like Pro version or Legend version, which gives you the ability to split test your thumbnails, use promo code Herman's Buddy at checkout to get 20% off. So that'll save you time and money. So that's TubeBuddy. And I also use another tool, which some of you may use as well, and that is MorningFame. MorningFame, I'm not going to go through everything that it does, but here you can put in a video topic. It'll give you suggestions from the YouTube suggestion bar. You can put in your key, then it'll take you through how competitive, a little bit like TubeBuddy, but then it'll also show you the thumbnails of your competitors. It'll show you it'll give you a letter score. Unlike TubeBuddy, it'll give you a letter score like A, B, C, D, or E compared to your competitors. And then it'll also give you the tags. TubeBuddy also gives you the tags that you can put in your video tags. So both of these tools will save you a lot of time. One's a little bit different to the other. MorningFame, you can also click on the YouTube algorithm, and it'll show you the suggested videos that traffic that you're getting from suggested videos. And it'll also show you a few other things that it does for you there. But one of the big things is that it shows you all the different sizes of different thumbnail, how your thumbnail looks, and the on a computer, on a phone, on a tablet, how it will look on a dark mode, on light mode, etc. And also shows all your competitors that are currently ranking for that particular keyword phrase that you've chosen. And the other keyword tool that I use, this is free, is called Answer the Public. Answer the Public is a great keyword research tool for finding the questions that people are asking in the search engines. So, for instance, how to bake a cake. So then it'll give you all the questions like how to bake a cake in 10 minutes, how to bake a cake on Sundays, how to bake a cake when you don't know how to bake a cake. You know, all these different variety of questions, and all you do is you put your main keyword phrase in there, and it'll spit out all these whole bunch of questions. And if you have keywords everywhere installed, keywords everywhere is integrated with Answer the Public, and it'll show you the search volume, cost per click for those particular questions, and then you can use those to kind of flush out your topics and create more videos surrounding that particular topic. So those are some of the main keyword research tools. There's others like Ubersuggest and Keyword Planner from Google, but these ones actually save a lot of time. Somebody out recycling querying machinery is saying, how much is TubeBuddy? I think it's I think the Legend version's like $19 a month or so, and I think you can get the Pro version might be like $9 a month. I can't quite remember, but just check it out. Just go to tubebuddy.com/iSiteBuild, but definitely use that coupon code Herman's Buddy to get a discount. But it's definitely worth. I've been using it for years. Saves you a lot of time, saves a lot of money. If it saves you time, then it's going to save you money. So, and also it helps you to target the right keyword phrases. And another big plus, it also shows you how your tags are ranking. So when you come up with tags that you get from TubeBuddy, put it in the tags, then it'll show the ranking for all those keyword phrases in your tag. So you could rank for multiple keyword phrases, and TubeBuddy will show you those rankings. Oh, thanks, Harley, saying here that TubeBuddy's free, $49 a month. I think is that the Legend version, Harley, or is that the Star version? Can't remember. Okay, so so the second thing is, so after you've figured out, what kind of videos you want to make that keeps people watching, then you want to keep viewers watching as long as possible. This is a second goal of YouTube. So how can you keep viewers watching as long as possible? Because if you can keep people watching all the way through your video, and you can keep them watching for successive videos, like binge watching your videos, then you have a higher probability of your videos appearing in suggested videos, which are ones that appear on the right side of the watch page, and the videos that appear under the videos in the YouTube app. So how can you create an engaging video that keeps people watching? Create a compelling opening. So when this is a huge problem for many YouTubers, how can you start off your video with a strong hook? So this could be this could be a question. This could be showing people up front what you're going to do in the video. So if it's how to bake a cake, you'll show the beautiful cake baking in the oven, or maybe you'll show yourself taking a bite out of the cake, or somebody else taking a bite out of the cake and saying, "Oh, that's delicious." And so this kind of grabs the attention of the viewer at the beginning of your video. So you're making a strong hook So if you can keep people watching for 30 seconds in the first part of your video, there's a higher probability that that people are going to keep watching your video all the way through. So that hook. So if you find in your audience retention graph, which we'll talk about later, that people are dropping off in the first 10 seconds, the first 30 seconds, then that's no good. That means your video is not going to rank in YouTube search. It's not going to appear in YouTube suggested. So you'll have wasted all that time doing your keyword research, creating your video, filming your video, editing your video, optimizing your video, promoting your video. Whew, wow, then you'll be putting a ton of hours into it, but nothing happened with your video. So create a compelling opening with a strong hook, then you build interest throughout your video. You can do this through jump cuts, transitions, adding graphics, delivery of your voice. You could take pauses, then go into it again, add music, ask for feedback, ask people to subscribe, ask people to like the video, ask people to take a poll. Actually, I don't know if you remember, but just recently YouTube took away the ability to have polls, so you can't do polls, but you can still do a poll on your community tab if you have that. But the point here is that you want to keep people engaged throughout your video. So adding graphics, changing positions, adding different different calls to action, and then telling, if it's a long video, say like 10 minutes, maybe you could have, instead of one hook at the beginning, you could add a series of hooks. So you start a strong hook at the beginning, add another hook like after 1 minute, then another hook after 2 minutes. So that second hook could be, you could say something, well, make sure you keep watching, because coming up, I'm going to be talking about how to make 2 pies in the same time that it takes to make 1 pie. And then people think, wow, I can make 2 pies in the same time it takes to make 1 pie. So I definitely want to stay watching. And then you want to add a strong call to action at the end. Ideally, if you want to keep people watching, then you want to lead them to the next video that is similar to the one that they've just watched. So that would be another video about how to bake a cake, or how to tidy up after you've made the cake. And you could actually link to that video that's in a playlist. So if you link to the video that's in the playlist, when they start watching that video, all the videos in that playlist will appear on the right side of the video that they're watching. So instead of somebody else's videos, they're just seeing your videos, and all those videos are going to be related to the one that they're just watching. So this helps for your videos to be binge watched by your viewers. And if people binge watch your viewers, that means you get a longer watch time than just a solo video. And if they watch several videos in a row, that says to YouTube, to the YouTube algorithm, hey, YouTube algorithm, people love the videos from this channel, and therefore serve more videos from this channel to keep them watching more of that content and staying longer on the YouTube platform. So adding that strong call to action, watch the next video, subscribe. Another way to do it is to add that video in the first 3 lines of your description, pin that video to the top of your comments, so when people go to comment, they'll see the next video there that they can watch. And then you also want to engage with your audience. So that means asking a question, which I've said already, but you can also make sure you reply to the comments. So that's another way of engagement. So after your video's gone live and you published it, make sure you reply to all the comments that people leave and engage with, especially if you're a small channel, then you can, it's good to engage more. So like when you have a bigger channel like mine, you get a lot of comments, and set aside a particular time after you publish the video to reply to the comments. But if you're a small channel, maybe you can invest more in the comments and engage in a conversation, back and forth conversation, and this will create more activity for your video, and this more engagement, and then people see that you really care, and then you get more views, because if you heart the comment, if you like the comment, then people will get a notification that you have replied to the comment. So they'll come back and you'll get another view. You get double the amount of views from just a single view from that particular viewer. So therefore, you'll heart the comments, like the comments, reply to the comments, engage with the comments. And then even when you get good comments and people are asking questions, that is a cue for you that you are tapping into the mind of your target audience, and then you can create another video that answers the question from that particular viewer. So you can have a lot of new video ideas from people that are asking questions in the comments. Add the video to a series playlist. So you have the regular playlist, and you have the series or an official playlist. So you want to add your video to a series playlist or an official playlist, which YouTube says that the series playlist means that YouTube will select those videos to be suggested to your audience. So because YouTube algorithm has millions of data points, so if you put that in a playlist, put your videos in a playlist, then there's a higher probability that your video will be suggested to your audience, and instead of a regular playlist. So definitely, once you've published a video, maybe wait a couple of days, then remember to put it into a series playlist that contains videos that are similar to the ones that they've just watched. So this helps people to come back. If your playlist can also be ranked in the search engine. So if you optimize your playlist by putting having a great title for your playlist, a great description that contains your keywords, then you can rank your playlist in YouTube search, and you can also take that playlist link and put it on your website, social media sites, etc. And then people can watch more than one of your videos. So instead of thinking about a solo video when you make a video, think about a series of videos around the same topic. Because if YouTube wants to suggest videos for them to come back to watch more of your videos on your channel, then put them in a playlist shows YouTube that they're all related. And then you want to encourage viewers to watch the next video in your end screen. So when it comes to your end screen, say, well, you might propose a question, say, hey, do you want to make 3 cakes in the time that it takes to bake 1? Well, then definitely watch my next video by, just watch my next video, and then the next video pops up. So you're kind of telling people that to watch a similar video after they've just watched the content. So this means that they can take a deeper dive into content if they're interested in that particular topic. So you're encouraging viewers to watch more of your videos. And then you also want to have a consistent upload schedule, because if you're asking people to keep, watching your videos, then put that in your banner. Say every Monday and Thursday, new videos will appear. So if you have a consistent schedule, people know that every Monday you're going to have a new video. You're going to have a new video on Thursday. So they'll know, like a TV series, they'll know that they have to keep coming back for the new content. So the third part of the YouTube algorithm, or the audience, or a third goal that YouTube has, is to keep viewers returning as often as possible. Why would YouTube want to do that? Because they want viewers to stay as long as possible on the YouTube platform. That's why they show all those videos on the right side of the watch page. They show more videos under the videos on the YouTube app. They recommend videos in the on the home screen, and so on your home screen they'll show videos from your subscription, people that you've channels that you've subscribed to. They'll show those videos. So when I have a new video, then probably you might see it on your home screen for you to check out. So most of my traffic, when a new video is published, will come from the YouTube home screen. So your subscribers, usually the ones that speed up the velocity of your traffic in the first 24 to 48 hours. So you get a lot of velocity to that new video. That shows to YouTube that they should recommend this video, because a lot of people are watching it earnestly, and therefore they should suggest more of that type of video for your viewers. And hopefully those, if you've put those, put a great playlist together, that they'll want to return to watch more videos from your channel instead of somebody else's channel. So it doesn't always work out that way, but that is the goal. So you want to keep viewers returning as often as possible. So one way to do this is to go to your YouTube Studio Analytics tab, and then click on the Reach tab and find out where your top traffic sources are. So how are users finding your content? Are they finding it in a YouTube search? Is most of your top traffic sources from suggested videos, which is a good thing? Is most of it coming from external sources? So you can identify where the traffic sources are coming from: YouTube search, YouTube suggested, external traffic sources. And if you dive more deeply down into that, then you might most of your traffic may be coming from Facebook or Instagram, or I know most of my external traffic sources comes from Google search. So then you want to track your top videos. Which videos out of your top traffic sources? You dive deeper into your traffic sources to find out which videos receive the most watch time. How long did people watch your particular video? So you can look at the watch time. Maybe if it's a 5-minute video, did they watch only 1 minute? That's not good. If they watch 3 minutes or 4 minutes of a 5-minute video, that's good. And did they keep watching more videos? So look at your statistics and see, did they click on the end card, watch more of your videos? And then also look at your click-through rate. How many impressions did that video get? What's the click-through rate? Click-through rate means how many people saw the thumbnail and clicked on the thumbnail to watch the video. So if you have a high click-through rate, that means YouTube is serving your video out to other people's channels. So at the very beginning, you may have a high click-through rate because mostly it's your subscribers that are watching your video, and then your click-through rate will come down. But a week or two later, if it's a high click-through rate, that means people are, YouTube is serving your video out to other audiences beside your own audience. So if you get a high click-through rate after a week or two, that's a good sign. Then you want to, and you get a high average view duration or high audience retention, that's good. But the nirvana or the ultimate is that you get a high click-through rate, high average view duration, and a high watch time. If you get all those three aligned, then for sure YouTube will be recommending your videos out into the internet sphere. So the click-through rate, the average click-through rate is between 2 and 4%. So if you can get higher than 4%, you're doing really well. If you can get a audience retention that's above 40%, that's really good. It's a struggle to get it even 20%, 30%. But if you can get 50%, 60, 70%, for sure your videos are going to be recommended by YouTube. You also want to track the average view duration. So this is how long the viewer remained engaged in each video. So how long, so if they remain engaged, 50% of the people that watch your video remain engaged throughout your video, that's also a higher probability that YouTube will recommend your video into suggested videos. And then, so you're tracking all these statistics. Why are you doing that? Because you're looking at those videos that have the high click-through rate, high average view duration, high watch time, and ultimately, if they get a lot of views, you get a high views, and you can see the traffic taking off, then you want to double down on what's working. So you're going to make more of those particular videos because YouTube is showing you through the data that they give you that you should double down and make more of these types of videos. So look at your YouTube analytics. Look at the last 90 days, and then what are the top videos in the last 90 days on your channel? What are the top videos? Top 10, top 5 videos in the last 48 hours. So if there's a video that is a top video in the last 90 days, plus it's still a top video in the last 48 hours, that means that particular video is consistently getting a lot of traffic, and it's probably driving, one of the videos that's driving the most traffic consistently for your channel. So that's a sign for you to make more of those types of videos, and that'll drive and grow your channel faster. Okay, and Goody's saying, what's the good watch time? So a good watch time, good watch time is if viewers watch 50%, the people that are watching your video, if you get 50% of those people watching your video all the way through, that's really good. So try to aim for, if your video is like 5 minutes long, try to get like 40 or 50% watch time. So higher the better. Okay, let's look at some of the, some people frequently asked questions. Some people have some questions, and probably you have some questions too. So if you have some questions, put them in the chat. But here are some frequently asked questions. Probably you don't ask them, but a lot of people do ask these questions. How can I increase YouTube views? So basically, it's what I said. You want to create content that your audience loves. So you want to tap into the mind of your target audience. And if you make topics that your audience really cares about, then they'll not only just watch more of your video, but they'll come back and watch more of your videos if it's on the same or similar topic. So therefore, you create a video series and put those series into a playlist, and so they'll binge watch your videos. And if they keep coming back, they're your fans, then you'll get more views, and you increase engagement by improving your click-through rate, audience retention, and watch time. And if you can improve those metrics, you will get more views, you will get more subscribers. So every video that you create, you should be thinking, how can I improve the click-through rate? How can I improve the audience retention on this video? How can I get people to watch more of my video because they're dropping off in the first 30 seconds? Maybe I need to eliminate the introduction. Maybe I need to eliminate the beautiful motion graphic logo with music. Maybe I need to add a card right before they drop off to stop them dropping off. Maybe I say something in my videos, or even the way that I say it turns people off, or maybe I keep on repeating myself so people are leaving after 1 minute. So all these things, you should be looking at your audience retention graph to see, is there some consistent places where people are dropping off in your video? So look at your metrics and then double down on those videos that are doing well. And then, YouTube is saying that these videos on your channel are what you should be creating more of. Another question: what are the most important ranking factors for a YouTube video? Well, I've kind of mentioned this already, but click-through rate, is a big one, which means, the number of people that see your thumbnail. So thumbnail is really important. They click on the thumbnail, and that's an impression. So it's got impressions click-through rate. So therefore, work on your thumbnails. That will improve the number of people viewing your videos. It'll improve, you want them to stand out from your competition. Audience retention is a big ranking factor, so keeping people engaged throughout your video. Then watch time, sometimes called session watch time, so session duration, I think it's called. So if you can extend the session duration, extend the watch time beyond a solo video, then this will help your videos to be promoted, recommended in suggested videos. And this is like, instead of focusing on search, if you get more traffic from suggested, because that's free promotion by YouTube, then your videos and your channel can grow faster. Should I buy YouTube subscribers? So some people want to take the shortcut, and there are companies out there that offer you to buy subscribers, but an absolute answer is no, because if you buy the subscribers, and I once oh, excuse me, when you buy subscribers, they might subscribe to your channel, but they're not going to be coming back for more content, because they just, it's like sub for sub. I'll subscribe to your channel if you subscribe to my channel, even though I'm not interested in it. So if your channel is how to bake a cake, and I said, hey, how about you subscribe to my channels about how to put up drywall, then am I going to return to your channel if I'm interested in baking cakes? Am I going to return to a channel that's all about drywall? Definitely not. So it's going to actually have a negative impact on your channel, and therefore it's going to say to the YouTube algorithm that your audience, your subscribers, are not interested in the content that they initially subscribed to. So they're not going to keep coming back, and then that's be a negative impact on your channel. So what to do instead? If you wanted to quickly get subscribers, maybe you're a small channel, maybe you don't have time to, you don't have months and years to build up your channel. What you can do, and this takes a bit of expertise, is use video discovery ads. These are ads which you do a video ads campaign inside Google AdWords, and then the video discovery ad is where you create the ad, and then people discover that ad. So when the say like how to bake a cake, your ad will pop up at the top right of YouTube search, and they'll see your ad there. So it'll be the first ad of all your competitors' ads. And so then, based upon search intent, people are searching how to bake a cake, see your video ad there, click on your video, and then they have found a video how to bake cakes, etc., and they'll be more interested in your content. So you'll gain subscribers that are actually interested in your content. So it's gonna, it'll cost you for the views that you get for that particular video. So you're kind of paying your way to do it. That's one way to do it if you want to quickly get subscribers and you have a lot of money. Okay, so I do have, if you want to learn more about how to get discovered on YouTube, then I've got a video. I'll put that in the end screen, but also you can check it out in the description. How to get discovered in YouTube search, how to get discovered in suggested videos, how to get discovered in Google search, etc. So definitely check out that particular video.